Welcome to the channel. The skipper has disappeared for a while. He'll be back in the new year. In the meantime, I get to host history through Canadian Numismatics with my elf buddy, Elfie Sans Helper over there, Dale. And of course, we're going to be having fun with history, utilizing coins as a reference for mintage, and you're going to help provide a little history background, and those that provide the best information will be awarded a coin. So we're going to just pause for a couple minutes here to see if we get a couple more people in the house. And it's nice to see Lady Bravin and Evil Arch Conservative here, and of course Dale. How are you doing there, buddy?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm sorry, a little bit tired, but I'm good. I am been looking forward to the stream. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. I know you're not 100%, but it's good to be back up on here with you, and it's a really, really great honour. It's great to see Lady Bravin, Evil Arch Conservative, and there was another person I see popping, but I didn't quite catch the name.
Oh yeah, Wordna 99. See that they're floating. I don't know if they're still there. 502. Okay, they could be. Yeah, I ate too many of these things. They just did my stomach in.
You do know you're supposed to chew on them, right? Not swallow them. Right?
Oh, no, you know what? They're great when you stir it with your coffee.
Well, candy cane. Never tried that.
Oh yes, of course. It melts off, and you got that beautiful candy cane flavor mixed in with the coffee, or hot chocolate. Oh, it's fantastic with hot chocolate.
I'll have to try that one. We're going to get we don't really celebrate Christmas until Lauren's had her birthday after the 10th of November, 10th of December. Yeah, it's going to be, so let's get myself ready here. And yeah, Christmas time. Have you ever eaten so much candy that you need something savory to eat, but you don't have anything in?
I try not to get in that situation.
That's what happened to me and Zoe last year. We ate, because it was only me and year before last, it was only me and Zoe here, and my boy had an operation, so he couldn't spend Christmas with us. Lauren was away with her friends. Lee was away with his friends. And we just stuffed ourselves on chocolate. We didn't have anything in. The only thing we ate was our dinner, was our Christmas dinner, and like late at night, watching films and all that sort of stuff. Thinking, man, I wish we can do like a packet of peanuts or something to set the sweetness away, because it was like getting worse. So now we've like stocked up on a load of we're going to be stocking up on a load of like savoury sort of stuff rather than sweets this year. So we'll probably have the opposite effect this time.
Yeah, Mrs. C and I, we try to balance out the sweets and the savories, because too much sweets and you get the headaches, and you got the hyperactivity and the heart beating too fast, and it gets a little bit too much. But the savory is wonderful.
Yeah. I'm more of a savory person. I'm a sweet person. But we just mentioned films, and mentioned on watching the films and stuff, and it was just us, just chilling out, and it was just a mad year. But the next day, obviously our main shop's open, so about 4 o'clock in the morning, went out and made ourselves a sandwich. We actually made it in the car. It was crazy. It was so funny but crazy. Hi, Senator.
Up north here, we're trying to figure out what to do. Children normally sit on my lap and they tell me, what they want, and I spend a few minutes with them, give them a candy cane, and send them on their merry way, and maybe even take a picture or two. But what's happened this year, it's a situation where you got a barrier in front of you, and I was suggesting to the crew that they do like they did with the Pope. They made a Pope mobile. I think they call it the North Pole Mobile, and put a bubble around it like a great big snow globe with a chair, and just wheel me around, and that way I could. The only problem, I probably end up getting all that fake snow up my nose and in my mouth and stuff, and that would be a bit of a drag. So
Yeah,
and then of course you got the kids would have to tap on the glass to try to get my attention, and then I can't hear them through the bubble. So there are some drawbacks.
There's always one other way you can do it. You know, those air balls you can sit in and like a hamster ball.
a hamster ball. I'd be like Bubble Boy.
Yeah, the bubble. Yeah, the Bubble Boy.
Like Bubble Boy. Yeah. Okay. I can picture myself and young Jason there. You know, bounce, give me the boot down the mall while I'm rolled in this bubble. And, oh my goodness. Yeah, I see Jason's here. Sandman Coin Collectibles.
Sandman. That'd be so funny.
At least they'd be on a roll.
Yeah. Oh man. Excuse me.
My goodness. K. Titus from Japan, Konnichiwa, Ohio. Yes, it's always good to have. Do you know in Japan their main Christmas dinner's Kentucky Fried Chicken?
That's right. Yeah. I always hobble behind. Yeah, it is. They queue for miles for that stuff.
Over here, our KFC stores, the chickens have become anemic. They're just tiny little things, and it's not. I think they've changed the recipe. It's just not the same.
No, the KFC over here is not very good. It is not very good at all. We have another one called Tennessee Fried Chicken, and it's a million times better.
I'm partial to two, Mary Brown's and Popeyes from the States, except I find their Cajun spices a little bit much, but a lot of people like it.
Give me a second.
That's true. I know about that too, K. Titus. Someone got hooked on that KFC. Mm-hmm. And Elfie has just left the building. So, like I was saying earlier, we're going to be covering 1975 through 79, which is quite an interesting period of time. And, of course, Dale's going to be covering the European coins, and I'm going to try out my new experiment here. Yeah, there we go. You see this, the 1975 nickel dollar.
Oh.
Are you surviving there, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just getting myself some water.
Some 1975. Santa was in Fort Benning, Georgia, on a small unit exchange with the 3rd Battalion, 7th Infantry, the Cotton Balers. And then someone thought it'd be a fun idea to send poor Santa to the U.S. Ranger School. And that was not fun. Not fun at all. And a few of those bloody instructors are still on my naughty list.
Let me guess, we used the target.
Santa through that mock POW camp. That was awful.
So they used you as the target, is that what you're saying?
You know what? I think it's because they saw red when they saw me. 46 years ago today, November 10, 1975, the SS Edmund Fitzgerald sinks in Lake Superior. Largest ship to sink on the Great Lakes. 29 sailors died and their bodies were never found. And Lake Superior, as I think I mentioned before, is one of the coldest, deepest Great Lakes we have.
It's huge.
Yeah, and they get storms on that lake, and it's scary. It's like
there's a lot of swells, isn't there? So
it's like being in the ocean.
Yeah,
it's just massive waves.
And because it's a lake as well, you get like a bath effect. And it's like
you get battered back and forth.
Yeah,
very much so.
It is. Well, there's been lots of famous mishaps on that lake.
Yeah, tons. Papa Giorgio, welcome aboard.
Papa G.
Oh, it's always good to see Papa G.
It's always good to see Mr. Sandman Coins and Collectibles, of course. Jason's doing great. Mr. K. Titus, all the way there in Japan, and EAC. Surprised not to see Alan W yet. So I'm just going to go on to my coins because I'm spin the camera around. Give me a second.
Tommy, can you hear me? The movie Tommy was released.
Oh, I love that film. Pinball Wizard. You see that okay?
Oh, yeah, let me bring that up.
Alrighty. The only coin here missing is the 50p, because this year, the 1975, what the Royal Mint was doing is releasing so many coins into circulation and then putting one coin or a few coins throughout the years into proof sets. I do have the proof set. It is stacked away somewhere. I can't find it. So what I will do is try and bring you the best I can. So the first coin, 1975 halfpenny. These are the shortest reign coins post decimal, and there we go. We can see the I think it's the Edward the oh man, I can't remember the name of the king now. Edward the Eighth. Edward. Or was it King James? King James crown. Sorry, yeah, King James's crown, coronation crown. And the reason why it says new penny rather than halfpenny is because people are still getting used to the new coins, of course. And when I was a kid, I was born in '72, but obviously these lasted until 85. You can get 2 sweets for a half a penny.
Good.
And then we have our penny, 1975. And this is the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. And I wish to focus in properly. And she's wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara there. And turn it round, you have the portcullis, as it says, still new penny, because the old penny was stopped in 1967. They brought out a proof set in 1970. And so, you know, people were transitioning from the old type coins to the new type coins. Now there's 100 pennies to a pound rather than 240 pennies to the pound. And the 2p's, and actually the 1p's and the 2p's from 1971 have not changed. They've always been the same size right up till today. And here you have the still says new penny, and you have Ich den, which means I serve in German. Prince of Wales coroneted emblem or logo. So you have the 3 ostrich feathers there. And then you have the old large 5p, about the same size as our new 10 pences. Milled edge. And then you have the Scottish Thistle. Absolutely love this design. Still saying new pence, so people getting used to it. And the shillings are still in use as well, the old shilling. We always use them as 5 pences, as well as the new 5 pence. And then you have the very heavy, large 10 pence, 1975. With the Guardian Lion. There is a name to it. There is an actual name to him, and I can't remember it. I'm still saying new pence, but these are out since 1968, same as the 5p. And they didn't change until 92. So yeah, pretty cool.
Very interesting. I'm just reading what Sandman Coins and Collectibles put there. An ounce of gold was $139.29. Oh, mind you, though, the money was a little bit different.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show. It came out in 75. Haven't had a bath. I haven't taken a bath in 40 years. Stinky. Bavia wins his second Indianapolis 500. So you got 4 sweets for that one. Got 4 penny sweets. Well, 4 half-p sweets. They're actually called Mojos. Same as I don't know, same size as a what do you call it? A Starburst.
Nice.
Let's
share that one with you. There we go.
Look at that. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Do you know, I love the coat of arms there, man.
That's your 75 $50.
Is that a proof?
That there is a specimen. The proofs in Canada have a frosting.
Oh, okay. So that's like a trial coin, what we would call a trial coin.
Yeah, but I mean it's beautiful. It's just about flawless. So I got to be really careful with this one.
Please.
Yeah, that one's pretty. 3,700,000 of those made.
Wow.
So they're quite nice. Yeah. Actually, 1975 was a big year because it was actually in Canada, product labeling started using the metric system. So that was our first year. Good to see LNW here.
LNW.
Bobby Unser wins his second Indianapolis 500. I knew he'd say that too.
Yeah.
75, the beaver became the official symbol of Canada.
Why am I losing internet? Oh, that's weird. Right.
What we got there? We got Charlie Chaplin was knighted by the Queen, March 4th. Interesting. We've got the Alberta election in 75. Peter Lougheed's Progressive Conservatives won a second consecutive majority.
We have. Okay, just go to the British Grand Prix. Actually, no. Okay, with that bit. Let's just go to events.
Thriller in Manila. Microsoft founded. Boy, I wish I'd invested in that. April 2nd, 75, the CN Towers completed in Toronto, and my uncle Patrick actually worked on that job.
The comedy film Full Monty. This is one of my favourite classic movies. Do you know? I didn't realise it was that old. In fact, 1975, the comedy film Monty Python and the Holy Grail was released. One of my favourite films.
The Knights of Ni.
The Knights that say Ni. Kniggets.
Kniggets.
Is that an African swallow or a European swallow? The European
shrubbery.
Yeah, you must chop down the biggest tree in the forest with a herring. So funny.
Oh my goodness, jeez. What else was said there?
What's
He's
your
not
favorite
dead.
color?
He's just pointing for the fields.
You thought he was a wee little bunny, didn't you?
December 27, 1975. Heather O'Rourke, actress famous as the little girl in Poltergeist, is born.
She died when she was 11, did she? Or 12? Heart attack. Soon after.
Okay,
Poltergeist.
that just made me old. May 7th, Sandman came into the world.
The European Space Agency is established, the UK being one of the 10 founding members. 67 of the voters support continuing membership of the EC in a referendum.
The Soviet Atlantic fishing fleet is banned from entering Canadian ports due to overfishing.
That's still going on today, isn't it? Some parts up in the
well, they started to have to resort to what do you call them? The fisheries where they're actually bred in fish tanks instead of getting out into the Atlantic anymore. Forget what you call it now. Yes. The wearing of seatbelts made mandatory in Ontario in 1975. I remember those days. It took me years to get seatbelts in my sleigh. You bank on that sleigh and you fall out. There's no side doors. It's a long way down.
It's a long way down. It's got on his side of his things. Do not look over and mind the step.
Yeah, but it's refreshing though.
Oh yeah. It's a very hair-raising experience. Jack Goldman. 14-year-old Tracy Brown, or I remember reading about this, is badly injured in a hammer attack in County Lane, Silson, near Keighley. There was a lot of that going on. One of my favourite shows as well. If you have never seen these shows, before they cancel them, please watch them. You would love it. It's actually based on a real event. The first episode of the popular sitcom Fawlty Towers is broadcast.
Oh, I love Fawlty Towers. John Cleese, what a great guy.
Oh, it's just so funny. The first public performance by punk rock band The Sex Pistols takes place.
More importantly, October 11th, Saturday Night Live debuts.
Oh, Saturday Night Live. Do you remember that time when they had that singer who they played the wrong song and she started singing, but she was miming it?
You know, it's been so long since I've watched it, I can't remember now. Heck, I can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday.
You're getting used. You're in training of eating mince pies and carrots and glasses of milk and whiskey. Remember? The National Oil Corporation is set up.
Colin Thatcher, who would later become famous for his involvement in the murder of his ex-wife, is elected to the Saskatchewan Legislative Assembly.
All right, let's read some of this stuff in the chat then. 28th September, the Spaghetti House siege takes place in London. Yeah. That's when the SAS got involved. Was the younger Simpson sister right? Bobby Fischer refuses to play chess against.
A lot of things went on in 1975.
Yeah, I do want to read everything out because
no,
you know, I'm going to save some for next time.
There'll be other things. We can move on to 1976.
Trans-Alaskan pipeline. Just to let you know, I've got an amazing coin coming up tomorrow in my video, by the way.
Oh, looking forward to that. Oh, let's see that. Oh, there we go. There's my 1976.
I can shave in that right now.
Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
It's a very pretty coin.
Very flawless. Oh, the picture doesn't do it justice.
No,
just...
no coin does any coin justice. To be fair, I did a video because I'm ahead of myself. You see, I did a video today for Saturday, I think, and I'm just basically highlighting what I found.
Right.
Over time, it's not everything I find. It's like call it like a part one kind of video.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the best coins, but they're interesting coins to find. 1970 stole the 2550 from getting full birthday. Oh, look at that. That's exactly what happened mid of 72. The 72 was a complete year apart from the 1 penny as a coin set. So I can have the 1 penny as in circulation, but everything else was not was uncirculated.
October of 1976, I was shipped out to Cyprus, Nicosia, Cyprus, in Operation Snow Goose, where I indulged in trying to keep peace after the Turkish invasion that took place in 74. It's it could have been a beautiful country, but with the relationship between the Turks and the Greeks, it wasn't very good.
It's a shame because those countries got some amazing architectural relics around, and it's like enjoying blowing things up.
Yeah, just take a look what happened to Aleppo, and that was really a shame.
Operation Snow Globe, says Papa G.
No, Operation Snow Globe. Yeah, okay. Oh, I did it again. Keep trying.
Force winds of up to 105 miles an hour killed 22 people across Britain, causing millions of pounds worth of damage to buildings and vehicles.
Cricket World Cup. Oops, that's 75. Yeah. Ho.
The Cod War. The British and Icelandic ships clash at sea. Obviously, I'm just really talking about Concord in a second. As you can see, again, this is where the Royal Mint was trying to make money. The only coins that were available at the time for 76 was the halfpenny, the penny, and the 10p. These coins here, I haven't got I do have this set, but I don't have a spare 5p that I can handle. So yeah, it was not a very exciting year. So the first one, obviously, is going to be the halfpenny again, and still states new penny. It's actually quite confusing because people say, got an error. I've had emails and I got an error here saying new penny, and obviously this is the penny. So new penny as well. So you can see.
Do you know, I thought those new pennies were for New Zealand.
That's actually quite funny. 1976 bicentennial of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and this is an absolutely gorgeous coin. This is a proof coin, but I use it as a circulator condition coin. I got it in like a broken set many years ago. New pence.
1976 Summer Olympics took place in Montreal, Quebec, and Kingston, Ontario.
Didn't something happen in 1976 Olympics, Winter Olympics?
76 was a big year. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going besides athletics. I mean, the bicentennial with the United States was going on. Sandman's got a whole whack of really good movies came out. I especially liked Midway. That was a good movie. Rocky was good too.
Yeah. No, on about something actually happened during the Olympics in 76. I'm pretty sure something happened in the Winter Olympics. And there is the proof 50p.
Yeah. Hi, Jeff. Always a pleasure having you on, sir.
Jeff Crumpler. Got a great channel. Look at that. Look at the details in that. You got the trident, the helmet, olive branch, Union flag, Guardian Lion, taking it easy, 50p, heptagonal coin, chunky as anything. And when you had these in your pockets, you knew. I used to get this. Get this right. When I was a kid, I used to get 50p pocket money if I was a good kid. And that would get you to cinema, swimming, bag of chips, and hot chocolate. And we still had to put 10 pence in the bank.
There are some incredible things being said here.
Yep. The 28th of August, 1976, Mary Anise Jones, famous of Buffy on the show Family Affair, 1966-71, dies in OD during a high dysfunctional family. She had a rough life after the show ended. I'm at church, so can't stay long. It's great to see you, Jeff, though, my friend.
Bohemian Rhapsody, released by Queen. That was fabulous music. Teton Dam collapses.
The first commercial Concorde flight takes off from Heathrow Airport to Bahrain.
And my father-in-law was on the design group that actually designed it.
Oh, that's fantastic. What ties? Yeah. John Curry becomes Britain's first gold medalist in the skating at the Winter Olympics. There you go.
What tech company was founded in 76?
I believe it was Acorn Electron.
I couldn't even guess. I wish I'd followed it. I mean, I saw IBM was there, but that was before
IBM was in the war.
Yeah, that's been around for a while. But what other
then
one?
You
Apple.
was Apple around in the 70s? Apple. I knew you had the
yeah, I
Apple
would say,
One, but that was I think that was 80s. Atari. I believe it might have been Atari in the 70s. Apple founded. Because I thought Apple is like they started off just doing trying to improve other people, you know, like do you know what? Do you know what? I feel sorry for Betamax. They had a much better quality system. It's just that they never really marketed their product very well. But VHS was just easier, I think. It's the same as mini disc, really, wasn't it? They didn't really take off very well. Princess Margaret and Lord Snowdon announces that they are to separate after 16 years of marriage. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, save all your kisses for me. All right. Okay. United Kingdom wins Eurovision Song Contest for the time with the song, for the third time with Save Your Kisses for Me, sung by the Brotherhood of Man, and remains one of the biggest selling Eurovision song ever.
I had a beta machine too, Papa G.
Much smaller cassettes. We had a Betamax, or it was Beta Up Max, because it wasn't exactly the best. And then we went over onto my brother bought us a VHS player over. What was the Naki, I think? Apple One desktop computer. Ah, okay. I thought it was actually earlier than that when Apple came out. Just shortly after Microsoft, because I knew they were like improving what everybody else was doing. So I thought it might have been like Acorn.
Mm-hmm.
But it might have been late 80s. Not about the 80s then. Thinking about it. Comedy actor and Carry On star Sid James dies on stage on Sunderland Empire Theatre after suffering a fatal heart attack, which many in the audience initially started as part of the show. Sid James, man, he was great.
Is he the one that collapsed?
Yeah.
They actually had that recorded. It actually shows him slumping against the curtain.
Oh, that's Tommy Cooper as well. Cooper.
Tommy, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Just like that. Now this is just down the road for me. This is.
I did not know there was an assassination attempt on Bob Marley.
Fidel Castro becomes president of Cuba. Wow. Here in the sticker prices for two best-selling 1976 cars. The Ford Pinto cost $2,000, and the Chrysler Cordoba $4,895.
Oh, those were the days. Unfortunately, those were also the days where we're making like $200 a month.
This
76. I was paying $50 a month for a furnished flat.
I just down the road from me, we had it was called Press Still. Then it went to British Leyland, and I did my work experience in British Leyland. And obviously, this is later on now. This is probably around about 83, I think. But I remember this. The British Leyland launches new Rover SD1, a large rear-wheel vehicle, 5-door hatchback featuring 3.5 V8 Chrysler engine. The The problem they had with the SD1 is that they made the one side longer than the other. So yeah, it was actually quite a funny car. But they don't make cars like anymore with a bit of character, do they?
Well, some of them aren't too bad.
Yeah, I suppose. But you know, when you have your cars going back in the 70s and 80s, and you sort of know that there was like little quirks, you know, like give them like the right tire a kick just to get the engine started, you know, and things like that. Now you have to be a computer genius to get them started, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you look under the hood. You know, I mean, my sleigh is really easy to look because you look underneath, you can tell everything that's there. You know, the runners and, you know, everything is the way it's always been. But you look under the hood of a car now, and you have to be a computer genius. You can't.
Yeah,
I couldn't even tell where the air filter was, for Pete's sake.
Exactly.
It's crazy. I mean, we're doing comparisons. 1976, I could walk into a brewer's retail in Ontario and buy myself a case of 24 beer for $5.40. That's 24 bottles of beer for $5.40. So you talk about inflation.
Oh yeah,
it's been massive. They just do a little bit at a time, so you think you really don't know, you know, how much it's gone up, but it's gone up a lot.
I mean, I was watching Only Fools and Horses, and they did a Christmas special, and he bought a pint of lager and half a pint of lager and his friend a drink, and the barman goes, he goes, how much is that? He goes, oh, 76 pence.
Oh, that's more than I would have guessed, because my hot toddies were, you know, a fraction of that. Actually, my L's made really good ones. Okay, Jason, thank you for coming by. You always add a little delight to the channel.
Oh yeah, he certainly is. And Jason, must catch up with you when you're good and ready, sir. Always awesome to see you, my friend. Keep well and safe, my friend, of course.
There we got the 1977 $50 Canadian, and it's in pristine condition. We're talking.
Can I just quickly show you this?
Yeah, your train.
Yeah. Sorry about this. I need to show this. Okay, you got the. This is the Intercity 125. These were introduced in 1976, and they went at 125 miles an hour. And on the Paddington Bear coins, this is the train that's featured. So I just want to show you that. So if you ever see the Paddington Bear and it's got the train going, he sort of sat like this here, and the train is about. That's the actual train. Whoops. So yeah, that's the Intercity 125 introduced. I won't tell you what the actual real nickname was called because I won't be allowed. I'm just showing up with the 1970.
So we're looking at what, 1977.
Okay, I'm just going to take these away.
A 30. What's that? A 30 pack of what, Papa G? Jimmy Carter pardons almost all draft dodgers. A lot of them still didn't come back to the States. They found a home in British Columbia that they liked. Even to this day, you can go into BC and find many of them there.
Okay, this is 1977 halfpenny, still stating new penny. And it's great getting these coins because they're short-lived. They're one of the shortest-lived post-decimal coins that went into circulation. Just quickly show you this again. We have the 1977 one penny, and I can't zoom in, but all the squares to the portcullises are different. Some stick out, some sit in, some have rings. So they're pretty cool. Different variants on them. Again, the Royal Mint's doing its trick. Then we have, can't look this up, new pence again. And then I do have this one in set, but I can't get to it. And so you had the 10p, the 5p and 10p in coin sets, and this is a circulated one. Sorry, a proof coin again. As I said, I do use this for video purposes. That's why it's a bit grubby. But again, new pence, Scottish Thistle. Star Wars: A New Hope was introduced. And the 1977 50p. Big old chunky coin with Britannia. I love these coins. I miss these coins. You know, you had many back then. So that's my one's done there, Captain. Or Sandra, I should say, sorry. '77, look at that. The fourth
Heartbreaker.
Vietnam.
Elvis Presley's last concert.
Clive Sinclair introduces his new 2-inch screen television set, which retails at £175.
Apple Computer was incorporated January 3rd of 77.
Queen Elizabeth II visits Western Samoa. Queen Elizabeth II visits Fiji. Queen Elizabeth II visits New Zealand.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
U.S. President Gerald Ford, on his last final day in office, pardoned Eva Toguri Dakino, which was known as Tokyo Rose.
Wow. 1970. I love Dungeons and Dragons. Absolutely amazing. Walt Christian writes the modem program, allowing microcomputers to exchange files with each other over a telephone line. And do you know what the word was when two computers spoke to each other? Do you know what the word was?
No, sir.
We use it all the time without even realizing it. Online.
Online, not online.
Online. That was what the computer spoke to. So when you term the phrase online, it's when two computers are speaking to each other.
Ah.
Apple II computer goes on sale. Do you know what? This year, Queen Elizabeth II got herself around.
Australia's worst railway disaster at Granville, a suburb of Sydney, leaves 83 people dead. And Jimmy Carter is sworn as the 39th president of the United States. Good old Jimmy Carter.
He was quite a good president, wasn't he?
Well, no, he was kind of a mediocre president, but he's a really nice guy. And he's, to this day, he does a lot of work building houses.
Light aircraft carrier HMS Invincible is launched at Barrow-in-Furness by Elizabeth II. And that's the one that went into 5 years. Yeah, 5 years later, went down to Argentina. Do you know what? I forgot about this show. I should have got my my silver Jubilee coin when I was a kid out in 1977. I remember that day like now. It at school we sat there and we was given a silver spoon in a little box with a coin, and obviously for me it was a huge, massive, big coin. Didn't know what to do with it. And I still got it today. Silver Jubilee Airfare is held at Biggin Hill. You know what Biggin Hill is, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Famous RAF World War II Spitfire squadron.
Queen Elizabeth II
25 years.
opened Parliament in New Zealand.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That is, yeah, because that's when the Queen went down there, wasn't it? Down the South Pacific. Because that's what it's just popped up here. And of course, next year is the Queen's 75th Jubilee on the throne. So that's pretty cool.
This is where acronyms get me. When I see milk rewarded Presidential Medal of Freedom, I'm going, milk? Well, that's Martin Luther King.
Yep.
Prime Minister Indira Gandhi withdraws the state of emergency, which was implemented June 25th, 1975.
One of my favourite football players, Kenny Dalglish, 26-year-old Scotland striker, becomes Britain's most expensive football player. A £440,000 transfer from Celtic to Liverpool.
You know, it's interesting to see how every single year major things happen, but, you know, you kind of lose track of it as we move on. You know, like we talked about the Vietnam War beforehand. We'd gone through that. But, you know, they had an issue with Vietnam and Cambodia, and they had a war there, too, in 76 and 77.
It's amazing what goes on throughout the world. You know what I mean? You're looking at one thing, there's like another 50. You're looking at one, say, like studying one thing. Behind that is about 70,000 other things going on at the same time. I just found something here, which I should have got down. I should have realised actually that a new smaller £1 note is introduced in 1977. I got one as well. Oh man, I forgot about that.
You know, coming next week, everybody's going to have to put at least one thing about Christmas for each year.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm going to give everybody a challenge. There's going to be at least
I'm okay with that.
about Christmas for that year, what went on.
I'm okay with that. It's not a problem. Undertaker, you go. Oh man, this is sad. Listen to this, right? Undertakers go on strike in London, leaving more than 800 corpses unburied.
Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, LNW. It's funny to read that about Quebec because, you know, they tried to appease Quebec and make all of Canada bilingual. But as soon as you cross the border into the province of Quebec, all the signs there's no bilingual signs. They're all French. And they don't even, you can go to France and the stop signs in France say stop. They don't say arrête. whereas in Quebec they say arrête. I mean, it's gotten that bad. So it started off then. You better know how to speak French when you go to Quebec.
I forgot. I used to be all right in French at school, but I've obviously never used it ever since then. So
Je parle un petit peu français. And if I said that to a Parisian Frenchman, they would smack me because that was Quebecois.
Right.
Coal in your stocking, did you? Coal candy, probably. Voyager 1 is launched.
Yeah, 1977 on 27 British Airways well, it just has regular flights to London to New York City supersonic concourse service. Excellent things. I found coal in my stocking. Voyager 1 is launched. Voyager takes pictures of the moon and the Earth. Beeger. I remember that. Beeger. That was a Star Trek motion picture, wasn't it? Beeger.
Yes. It was interesting, the combination of a human being and a machine.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be Borg?
It would be Borg.
It would be Borg.
With that, though, it was probably one of the worst Star Trek movies. The motion picture was.
No, the worst one was the one that William Shatner did with
Khan.
Not Khan. That wasn't bad. Khan.
Was it the motion picture?
It was the one where they found God. Where no one has gone before. Remember, they had to go through the veil and find that planet, and it turned out that they thought it was God.
Was it Genesis or something like that?
Well, no, it wasn't the Genesis planet.
I can't remember.
I'm having a Santa brain fart here, so I can't
Yeah,
quite
me
remember
too.
the name of it. But, it's the Voyage Home was the best, the very best.
The Voyage Home was top notch.
Yeah.
That was top notch. That was my favorite Star Trek because it had like
humor.
Everything in it.
Tons of humor.
Yeah. It sold his watch. It's $200 a lot.
Okay, let's move on to 1978.
No.
You see, I'm being cheeky today because I'm just using my half dollars because they're my favorite. And where are you? There you are. Oh, I'm way over here now. What happened?
Are you stretching?
I'm stretching. There we
go.
go.
Don't drop it, for goodness sake.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's, again, flawless. 1978. Canadian half dollar. Worst photography in the world. But that's it. And
like Atari 2000 2.6 is released, or 2600 or is released. Blizzard snowed in for 2 weeks. Home surrounded by farmland, so half the house was buried. Local forecast: the night snow started was a light amount of snow. Oh. Totally agree. It's a gorgeous coins.
Yeah, the half dollars are definitely my favorite.
Yeah, Void takes the first in-floor picture of Romus and Klingon, and Spartan Kepler. (1978) EAC won an award, Best History Student at the end of the 8th grade. Okay, you can see the Royal Mint doing their tricks again here. Got two proof coins here. The rest are circulated, I think. They're circulated. Yeah. So again, the halfpenny. Our coins are quite boring throughout the years. When the transition from old money to new money. So you have new penny, the King James's crown, halfpenny. It's basic design, but very effective. And then you had the proof coin. Without these, it would be quite boring. Managed to get these out of broken sets and over the years. But absolutely effective coin. Oh, come on, focus, you silly StreamYards. So the porculus. Love that design.
Oh, that's a good looking coin.
Not as good as yours.
Pluto signs a treaty pact with Neptune and finds Mickey Mouse. Hello. Cute.
New penny still, new money still. And Guardian Lion, 10 pence. You can see how thick these things are. Look, they're probably about the same size as a $half or 10 pences.
1978 in January, the European Court of Human Rights finds the British government guilty of mistreating prisoners in Northern Ireland, but not guilty of torture.
That won't surprise me. I think it happened on both sides.
Yeah, it sure did. And also, the Great Blizzard of 78 struck the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes, killing 70. It's amazing how it's 99% bad news. You know, that would love to see a lot. Like I say, next week, I want to see some good news, happy stuff. Once not all death and destruction and
no, that's what I'm trying to avoid.
The People's Republic of China lift a ban on works by Aristotle, William Shakespeare, and Charles Dickens. That's actually good news.
Yeah, that's good news. I remember this. Severe blizzards hit the southwest of England. I live in the south, and I remember this. Mum calls us up to school, and she opens up the front door, and the door is just white with snow covering the house. It was fun because me and my brothers ran into it. They all went into the hallway. Oh man, remember that? I was 5 years old. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, third broadcast on BBC Radio 4.
I loved that show, the movie especially, but I loved the show.
I must actually watch that. I haven't actually, to be honest, I've never watched it. The
first bulk unsolicited email in 78. Gosh, I was still I hadn't even seen a computer other than the IBMs that were still running reel to reel with TDR and tip card. That's good. You know, that was actually a good year. Rhodesia, one of the only two remaining white-ruled African nations, the other being South Africa, announced that it would accept multiracial democracy within 2 years. So getting rid of that nasty apartheid.
Yeah, that apartheid was just ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
That is just. My brother went over to Johannesburg because he travels around the world, He lives in the United States, as I said, but he traveled, and I think it was the ANC and something else. And this guy, and there was this massive riot. This guy was guiding my brother around Johannesburg. He goes, "Oh, don't worry, they do this all the time." It was like, what the hell? Charlie Chapman's coffin, stolen 11 weeks previously, is found in a field about a mile away from Chapman's home in Corsier near Louisiane in Switzerland.
I was not aware that took place.
Yeah, I remember a story of his body being kidnapped, I guess.
Oh my goodness, Kate Bush. I don't know if you know Kate Bush.
Oh yeah, Kate Bush.
Kate Bush debuted her single of Wuthering Heights. That's my wife's favorite song.
Whatever, it's screaming something.
She could even dance to it the same way. When I first met her, I'm like, wow, okay, I'll marry you.
Did she throw a scarf in here as well?
Oh, she did all the weird stuff. It was really cool.
No one can sing like Kate Bush.
No, it would be rough.
It would be, well, yeah. Motability, a charity for which provides cars for disabled people, is found is really, really cool. I don't know if you have a similar sort of system in the United States or Canada. When you get your disability, you can lose a percentage of it, and then you can have a brand new car for 3 years, and then every few years you get a new car upgraded. You get a choice of the cars you want. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have a similar sort of system over there.
I don't think so. The One Love Peace Concert was held at the National Heroes Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. Bob Marley united two opposing political leaders at the concert, bringing peace to the Civil War-ridden streets of the city. That's cool.
Wow. That is astonishing.
I love Bob Marley and reggae.
That's something really interesting what Lady Brabham's come up with. December 13th, the first Susan B. Anthony dollar enters circulation.
I have at least one of those.
I have about 4. I got a Shaka Susan B. Anthony. I've got quite a few of those, in fact, actually. I got them in sets. I think I got all of them in sets. And the Buchanan ones.
The Happy Meal was introduced.
Hey, happy. Peter D. Mitchell wins the Nobel Peace Prize in Chemistry for his contribution to understanding the biological energy transfer through formulation of the chemistrostatic theory. It's probably nuclear theory. That's all I'm reading out on that one.
What an incredible year.
So I will remove these.
Okie dokie. We're going to move on to 1979.
79. So I was 7 years old. 7 years old, and it was 900 now.
That was year 2 of my residency in Alberta. And I was on my combat leaders course.
Combat leaders course. So you led the combats into troops, into
combat leaders
forces. There's me, 7 years old, and you're there training troops to go into combat. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it just goes to show you. Oh, there we go. another very poor look, but it's pristine. 1979 Canadian $50.
That was a very pretty cop. That is just. It's not even doing it any justice, to be fair.
Not at all. I gotta figure this out and get myself a techie in here, an elf that has some knowledge of this stuff, because I'm still
I'll be there
working
very
on making
soon.
wooden toys.
Right, events. Oh my word. I'll just show the coins first. Got a whole load here now. The only coin that, well, obviously there was a full set for these, but the only one I had you wouldn't have got was the 5p. So that would have been missing if I didn't have a set. And the 79 50p. So still with the 79 here. I mean, the luster goes on these really, really quickly. It's a very, very small single layer copper. So very lucky to still have these on. My penny, I love the pennies. They've not changed a bit, these coins. Cutest. CP's not changed. In fact, actually, it was announced last year that they're stopping the 2 pence for the next 10 years.
Hello, Patty. Welcome aboard.
Paddy. Still new pence. We have the 5 pence. This is actually a BU coin, not a proof coin. It was a BU coin.
I miss my Walkman.
And then the 10p. This is still the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. And a very large 50p's. Pocket rippers. Do you think the older coins always seem to hold up the test of time to the newer coins today?
You know what? It depends on how much they're in circulation, but many of the older ones do look better.
I was saying that today in like that 1913 mortal coin I had. Like it's like the Indian head pennies. They seem to be built bulletproof. Dale Earnhardt wins the first career NASCAR race. Oh.
United Nations Secretary General Kurt Waldheim heralds the start of the International Year of the Child. Many musicians donate to the Music for UNICEF Concert Fund. Among them, ABBA, which I love, who wrote the song Chiquitita to commemorate the event.
Oh, that's a fantastic song. That is. It's my favourite song of ABBA's. Do you know they're doing next year? They're doing what do you call it? A comeback tour.
And utilizing their old selves,
yes,
as avatars, and they look real.
They're pretty cool.
I cannot wait.
Happy ending to the structure of mystery of the design of the Roosevelt Dine and at the Rockefeller Center. Where is that one in New York, Rockefeller? Is that where that is? Or is that Las Vegas?
I think so.
See, it's finished the work. Sorry. Oh, the Muppet movie is released. Yeah, I remember that. It was there's a fork in the road, and then they got to the road. There's an actual fork in the road. I love the Muppet Show.
Sad time for Iran, though, in '79. Ayatollah Khomeini returned to Tehran, Iran, after 15 years of exile and turned a free country into what it is today.
So, sorry, say that again. Iran. Did you say something about Iran?
Yeah, Iran. Do you remember what happened when Ayatollah Khomeini left France? He was a religious cleric, and they wanted to get rid of the Shah of Iran. So the Shah of Iran ran and went into exile, and Khomeini went in and turned it into a Muslim state.
Oh, okay.
And so they were no longer friendly with the West. Believe me.
And that's obviously still a knock-on effect today.
Oh yeah, it does. Because it's the clergy that basically runs the country.
So why did he run for? Why was he not like?
I don't know all the details. I'd have to check, but I mean, he was a religious zealot, and he had a lot of followers, and they managed to overthrow the Shah.
I think there's a video on that.
Was put in there by the Western countries.
Wasn't it something to do with his servants as well?
I would have to look up all the details. It's something we can all look at.
Because I like getting involved in like the paragraphs of the history when you come up with something like this, because sort of triggers like jogs your memory. I'm pretty sure there was something to do with his servants being like, what do you call it, moles, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or something along those lines. I'm pretty sure it was that. I love Space Invaders.
One of my elves in 1979 was playing around with the snowmaking machine, and it went on a blitz, and it's the first time that the Sahara Desert ended up with snow for 30 whole minutes.
30 whole minutes in the Sahara.
And that's true. That's true. 30 minutes of snow in the Sahara Desert. Mimi Eisenhower was an amazing woman.
She was actually. She was oh gosh, I was reading something about her.
She was huge with the United Nations.
Yeah, and, I was reading something about children. Her. Oh my word, what was it? She's. Do you know what? I can't. Do you know what? I know there's something really special about her, and I can't. Not because she was First Lady, but she's done something that was really, really cool. It was only like 3 days ago. I'll have to find it out again.
I've seen pictures of that Klein Matterhorn tramway. I would love to go on it. There's actually some very good documentaries on YouTube that'll show how that tramway actually runs. It's a miracle of engineering. In Britain, Jane Callaghan's minority Labour government loses a motion of confidence by one vote, forcing a general election, which was held in May of that same year.
This is a turn up for the books, right? The price of milk increases more than 10% to 15 pence a pint. So that would be that much.
I remember my mother getting upset when bread hit 25 cents a loaf.
That'll probably be about that much.
And in
That'll probably be
1979,
about that much.
even though I don't smoke anymore, but in 1979, I could buy a pack of cigarettes for 45 cents.
I don't know. I never smoked. I remember it's the time when kids can actually go and buy cigarettes and stuff here.
Oh, my mother used to send me to the store to pick them up for her. Amazing. And remember, my original self, the Thomas Nast version.
Yeah.
I used to smoke a pipe. True. Very true. So.
Well, that'd be pretty cool actually to go on that tramway, the highest tramway in the world.
Got some incredible information here. First woman astronauts completed training. Visicount?
Oh, why would you say that at the end, Mr. Allen W? Margaret Thatcher. Oh, just my nut in that woman.
Yeah, take a good look at that. Gasoline, 86 cents. And we were upset because that went up a lot. It was in 70, just 2 years earlier. It was 53 cents a gallon here in Alberta. Who reckons
that?
Well, basically, if you're looking at a gallon, say roughly like 3 liters to a gallon.
Yeah.
So divide it by a third. So you're looking at, in this case, 26, 27 cents a liter.
Now we use liters over here. We used to use gallons.
Yeah, so imagine spending 26 cents a liter for gas, and it's costing it's reaching almost $4 a liter here.
So $4 a liter, right? Okay, I worked this out. Okay, $4 a liter, so 4 Canadian dollars, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm just going to turn myself around a minute. Hello, welcome back. Okay, I'll just do this. Okay, 4 Canadian dollars, okay, is £2.39 sterling. Okay. So did you say that's 4 Canadian? Is that a litre or is that a gallon? Oh, you got no sound now.
Can you hear me now?
Pretty cool. It's amazing. I don't know what Lady Braving. Absolutely right. I love this stream so much. It is refreshing. It is fun. History, facts, what you guys put out is just amazing. And thank you guys for being here. And thank you for supporting a great guy. So you're saying it's $4 a gallon, or did you say a litre?
A liter.
Like $4 a litre. So that is £2.39 sterling a litre. Is that right? That don't sound right. There's 3 litres to the gallon. Yeah, about 3.5 litres to a gallon, more or less. Is that right? Are you using Canadian? Is it using US gallons or Canadian gallons to UK gallons? Because they're different.
We're imperial. Silence is golden, golden.
Okay, there's 4.5 liters to an imperial gallon. Okay, and it cost us here.
There, that's better.
So £1.80 times that by. Right, it's so a gallon of US fuel would cost us £7.20 a gallon. So that's how much our fuel is, about £1.80 a litre.
Mm-hmm.
And so 4.5 or more or less 5 litres or 4.5 litres for an imperial gallon, that would cost £7.20. Which is £7.20 in US dollars. Is $9.65 a gallon. That's how much you pay over here.
That's shocking. That's shocking. My goodness. Well, guys and gals, I'm going to get some assistance from my elf tonight. And I'm going to let the elf decide who the top 3 get a coin.
Yeah, I know. Canadian dollars. There you go.
Wow, that is so scary. So who do you think should be included in my list? No particular, the top 3. You were all great contributors.
They are. Do you know what? Right. Let me have a look a second. We have Alan W, Evil Arts Conservative, and Lady Braven. To be fair.
And Lady Braven. Okay, I'm Lady Braven. You're going to have to send me your.
Yeah, the first British nudist beach is in Brighton. There you go.
First British nudist.
That is southeast.
I've been to Brighton. I didn't see no nudes.
Naughty boy.
I didn't see no nudes. No nude elves anywhere.
You have to deliver all your presents somewhere. You know, you got to stick them somewhere. They got to carry it. It wasn't wrapping paper you was delivering. Now, come on.
Here we go. Okay, so we're going to get my bucket list items for those of you.
I ain't ruling anybody out. I'm just trying to be fair.
Okay, well, those have been really good contributors right there. So I'll do those in the order that you gave them. And Lady Braven, I'm gonna post my email address. You send me your address, and I'll send it out to you at the end of the month. This is my generic one that I use for. There you go. Oh, yeah, I got LNW as well. There's 3 of you. You don't want to be included, LNW? That's entirely up to you.
We can do Patty Ferguson, Sandman, and Lady Braven then.
I'm leaving it in your hands tonight.
Me?
Yeah.
You just, oh man, why did you do this to me? Oh man, when I come in, Sandman was adding lots of. He was to be fair. Okay.
Okay,
right.
so we'll put Sandman down
Sandman, Lady Braven,
and Evil Arch.
Okay, or Patty if Evil Arch doesn't want to be included. There you go. That is. I've given you my three choices, so now the decision is yours now.
Okay, I'm drawing here. I'm even keeping the lid on. There we go.
Can you imagine that? Putting the lid on.
Okay, this one is for Evil Arch Conservative. Again, they're in 2x2, so I can't really tell what they are. And oh, look at that! You have got a Canadian Looney. It's a commemorative circulation, 1995, and what an appropriate one for just before Remembrance Day.
That is a fantastic coin.
So that's going to Evil Arch Conservative. And we'll do Sandman next. Of course, Sandman probably has just about all these anyway, but okay, what do we got? Sandman. Oh, Sandman, you lucky duck.
What are you saying?
He's got a silver.
Oh wow. Is that the
That's the 67.
Is that Jaguar on there?
That's the Lynx, I believe.
Lynx.
So is the Sandman. Now, let's see what Lady Bravo's going to get. And Lady Bravin gets the 2000 Canadian Wisdom commemorative coin. Put that on there.
Oh my God, that's a fantastic one.
And there you go. Congratulations to the winners and congratulations to everybody who contributed. This is what coin collecting should be all about, ladies and gentlemen. This is about history. It's about what went on during the time those coins were minted.
Yep.
And there was a lot of information, more than we could even, there was a drop in the bucket what we covered. But because we all shared, we all learned or had our memories refreshed. And it's been a lot of fun and educational.
It is. I love it. I love being up here with you, and I just find it so refreshing. It's as I said, it is what it should be, because people find the coins. They did, not being detrimental to anybody. They don't really find what is actually going on in those particular years. Around the world, in fact, that's why it's international. We got United States,
absolutely,
and United Kingdom, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's history. We're all history buffs when it comes to coins. In some kind of weird way, we all learn something every day.
Mm-hmm.
And congratulations to the winners. That's something awesome. So I do have a little announcement coming up. My Battle Chat will be doing fortnightly as from this Saturday. So it'll be Saturday, it'll be Coin Chat, then it'll be Battle Chat. It's because there is no posting as from the 10th of December internationally. So that's why. Otherwise, when it comes back in January, I'll have a big, massive load of postages, and it'll cost me quite a bit. So everything I post out is gone. It's all done. So, so I'd like to say thank you. I'm making up some new Christmas stickers as well. So if you do win something this month, it'll still be posted out as quick as I possibly can. And if you haven't got a Christmas sticker, you will get one next year, or you get it this year. Depends how fast the post goes. So
I'll have things going out to quite a few people this year.
You do indeed. You do indeed. And as obviously I posted out everybody's, and Lady Braven should be getting something really soon. And everybody, and you, sir, and I think Evil Arch Conservatives got something on the way. Alan W, I think should have his already or close to it. But I've sent everybody's out, so I don't want to be messing around over Christmas doing mailing. Doing mail when it can't.
I think our cutoff here in the North Pole for mail is December 5th for international.
24th of December, actually.
For you?
24th of December.
Oh no, that's me. Oh, I said Canada Post, not me. Little Elfie's being funny.
Little Elfie. I told you I was an Elfie.
You still got to get your hat and suit on.
Oh, you do? You still have a little snowman sticker from last year. Oh, cool. I'm making a new one this year. It's going to be really cool. I'll be using one of my actual artwork. So can't wait to get them done and send them out.
Absolutely. So shall we take a look at doing a raid on somebody here?
Yeah, let's have a look. If you see me keep looking that way, I'm looking at the computer because I'm looking at the live chat that way. So I don't have the live chat on my.
No, I do the same thing. I have monitors and phones and.
Alrighty, there's Joe Durbin is on. There's going to be a premiere soon with that person, but I don't think they're on today. Let's have a look. Bait the hook. Captain Jerk's just finished. Do you know what? It's a funny day because not many people start streaming until about a couple of hours later. So
yeah, is Tupac still on?
Maximus is on.
Oh, Maximus, okay.
Everybody's like, oh, Tupac's on, but Maximus probably needs more. He's got 40. Tupac's got 60. A lot of them people are getting ready for premieres coming up.
Oh, absolutely.
Everyday Opportunity is on. If you want to go there.
Okay, that's a good one to go to if you can put a link up.
You can go to Everyday Opportunity. I'll get the link.
Yeah, let's do a raid. Get that up, and want to thank everybody for showing up, and keep in mind that we got Coin World UK's battle chat coming up.
Yeah, that'll be on Saturday. I'm away tomorrow.
Yeah.
Taking Lauren away. So if I will be back, it'll be a coin chat. So, or something along those lines. I'll probably do an in-the-string giveaway, but it will be like a coin chat or something like that because Lauren's going to her friends for the weekend. And so it depends what time we get back.
Yeah. Tomorrow's Remembrance Day, of course.
Yeah,
it's Remembrance Day for you now.
Yeah. So that's another thing as well.
Right.
And Remembrance Sunday, there won't be enough. I always watch the Remembrance parades and stuff, so I've never missed a beat on that.
Yeah. LNW, Santa is here early because he is now under the employ of Canada's largest shopping center, West Edmonton Mall. So I'm actually started early because I got a lot of work to do. Not just toy delivery, but I've got a lot of children to see and a lot of different parties to attend to.
There we go. I had to go into history because obviously you changed your name. I couldn't get your name up. Okay. Opportunity. I spelled that right. Never mind. Okay. Does someone say party? Copper party. Not opportunity.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming out, everyone. And thank you, Dale.
No, thank you, sir. You are absolutely amazing. And you get yourself 100% better. Enjoy.
I'm getting there.
Enjoy your remembrance tomorrow, of course, with your
Cheeks
friends.
are getting rosy again.
Yay. And we're in there. So. And I hope everybody has a great remembrance on Sunday. And remember, while we're here, is because these guys. And you guys. And much love to everyone. Much respect. Look after yourself. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, in if I can set up a battle chat, I will. If not, be a coin chat. And I'll do, if anybody wants to come in, I'll do an end of stream giveaway.
I'll check when I get back in after all the events, but you know, it's the guys are probably
touch and go. I understand. So yeah.
God bless everybody.
And you too, my friend. Have a good night, everybody. And don't forget to go on to Opportunity on behalf of this man. This man.
Oh, you're too good. Okay, take care, Dale.
Good night, everybody. Have
Night.
a good one. Just switch these computers off.